Okay, well, I bought this thing that could follow me around on video, but it'll work on Beat Saber, but it's not working very well with ChatGPT. So you saw me a minute ago. Let's bring it back to Valentine's Day. So the other day I sent a 30-second post, hopefully to Instagram, definitely to YouTube, to offer you a free way to get away from having to buy a gift, not because you're cheap, because we're on a no-buy campaign. And what's harder than Valentine's Day? I will tell you, not buying a gift on Valentine's Day is sort of tied with not buying a gift on your anniversary. But if you're not married, hey, then you got the biggest problem is Valentine's Day. So we're going to talk a little bit about with ChatGPT to teach you and me about Valentine's Day and some fun things.
That sounds like a great idea. A no buy campaign for Valentine's Day can be both meaningful and practical. You can focus on creating experiences or sharing special moments instead of physical gifts. How can I help make your Valentine's Day plan more special or unique?
Well, what are the most popular no buy gifts or no experiences for newly engaged couples?
Newly engaged couples often appreciate experiences that let them bond and create memories together. Some popular no buy ideas include a homemade dinner date where you cook together, a scenic hike or walk in nature, a cozy movie night with favorite films, writing letters to each other to open in the future.
Wow.
These personal touches can make Valentine's Day truly special.
So is that idea of writing something for the future kind of like a time capsule kind of thing?
Yes, exactly. Writing letters or notes to each other to be opened in the future is like a personal time capsule. It captures your thoughts and feelings at this special moment and gives you something meaningful to look back on together. It's a lovely way to reflect on your journey.
That is a great idea.
I'm glad you think so.
I didn't know you could hear that.
No worry. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind right now is, are there particular optimized experience for, let's say, the first year of marriage where it feels like Valentine's Day is oh so important, more so than other times?
Absolutely. The first year of marriage is special, and focusing on meaningful experiences can strengthen your bond. Think about activities that help you grow together, like trying a new hobby, exploring a new place, or even creating a tradition just for the two of you. It's all about cherishing these moments and building memories.
That's brilliant.
You're welcome. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to chat about.
I would like to chat about. I would like to talk for a minute about people that are alone on Valentine's Day and maybe don't have a significant other at this point, but that doesn't mean they have to be lonely. What are some ideas for? First of all, let's start with men. What are some ideas for men who, not that they're sad or anything, they just haven't found somebody to spend the holiday with?
That's a great topic. For men spending Valentine's Day alone, it's a perfect opportunity for self-care and personal growth. They might enjoy activities like treating themselves to a nice meal or favorite hobby, connecting with friends or family, either in person or virtually, volunteering or helping others, which can be very fulfilling, picking up a new skill or hobby they've been interested in. The key is to focus on what brings them joy and fulfillment.
And I would imagine if they're young enough that a parent would always appreciate that outreach, and that certainly falls into no buy, right? What about females when they're alone and not, again, they're not lonely, they just are not able to spend it with somebody they love?
For women spending Valentine's Day alone, it's also a wonderful chance to focus on themselves. They might enjoy pampering themselves with a spa day at home, catching up on a favorite book or show, spending quality time with friends or family, trying out a new activity or hobby. It's all about doing things that bring joy and fulfillment and celebrating self-love.
Is it considered thoughtful for them to reach out to friends during that time, or does it feel like they're the third wheel? I know that's depends on the relationship, but what is the general thinking on that?
Reaching out to friends can be very thoughtful and often appreciated. It doesn't usually feel like being a third wheel, especially if the friendship is strong. Many friends would love the chance to spend time together, and it can make the day feel more special. It's all about enjoying the company and support of loved ones.
That's beautiful, right?
I'm
So,
glad you.
can
I'm here to help whenever you're ready.
can you talk about Javon's paradox?
Jevons paradox is an interesting concept. It suggests that as technology advances and increases efficiency, the overall consumption of that resource can actually rise instead of falling. For example, making cars more fuel efficient might lead to people driving more, thus using more fuel overall.
And I recognize that it's about technology, and I'm a gadget guy and own technology companies and stuff. But my question now is, I know it references technology, and it got started in 1860 with the idea of coal, that the theory was that as coal got more efficient, we would need less of it because efficiency means you get more output from the same amount. And they found that's not true. What you just said is not technology, but a raw material. And that is the idea that, of course, by making coal cheaper, or to your point about fuel or electric cars, there's more consumption. Can you see a connection where forgetting technology would matter on Valentine's Day?
Definitely. Jevons paradox can apply to how technology makes it easier to connect with others. For example, the easier it becomes to send messages or plan virtual dates, the more people might do it, increasing overall engagement. This can lead to more digital interactions and possibly a richer, more connected Valentine's Day experience.
And actually, forgetting digital, couldn't you argue that now that phone calls, which used to cost a quarter a minute, or landlines or things like that, actually make in the same way reaching out with a loving phone call or something more personal than just a text?
Absolutely. With phone calls being so accessible and free, they can add a personal touch that a text might lack. It's a great way to make connections feel more genuine and heartfelt, enhancing the meaning behind the gesture.
What are some other examples then? If a phone call is one, I get where that's kind of technology. What are some other things that have gotten more efficient that have nothing to do with technology, which a phone call does?
Sure. Here are a few examples. Meal prep. More efficient methods and tools mean we can prepare meals quicker, leading to more home cooking. Travel. Improved transportation options can make it easier and quicker to visit loved ones, leading to more frequent trips. Fitness. Efficient workout routines or home workout equipment encourage more people to exercise regularly. These examples show how increased efficiency can lead to greater usage or participation, similar to Jevons paradox.
Now tie this into Valentine's Day, either gifts or transactions or thoughts.
On Valentine's Day, increased efficiency can enhance how we express love and appreciation. For example, online shopping. With faster deliveries and a wider range of options, people might buy more gifts or plan more elaborate surprises. Digital communication. Easy access to video calls and messaging allows for more heartfelt, real-time connections with loved ones. DIY projects. With more accessible tutorials and resources, people can create personalized gifts or experiences more easily, adding a special touch to their celebrations.
Now let's tie all this together: Valentine's Day, no buy, and Javon's paradox, to figure out how we can best show our love for our loved ones.
Absolutely. Combining these concepts. Valentine's Day. Focus on meaningful connections and expressions of love. No buy approach. Emphasize experiences over material gifts, like spending quality time or creating something heartfelt. Jevons paradox. Use technology's efficiency to your advantage by making thoughtful gestures more personal and impactful. By blending these elements, you can create a heartfelt, memorable Valentine's Day that focuses on genuine connection and appreciation.
Okay, and now let's talk about virtual reality, maybe specifically. Well, no, let's just talk virtual reality. And oh boy, here's a big one: virtual reality, Jevons paradox, and Valentine's Day, and no buy. There's four of them. Let's go.
Sure, let's tie it all together. Virtual reality. VR can create immersive experiences, making it possible to share meaningful moments even from a distance. Jevons paradox. As VR becomes more efficient and accessible, it can lead to increased usage and deeper connections. Valentine's Day. VR can offer unique ways to celebrate, like virtual dates or shared adventures. No buy approach. Use VR to create memorable experiences without physical gifts, focusing on the joy of shared moments. Together, these elements can create a special, connected Valentine's Day full of meaningful interactions.
You just gave me a great idea. Also, couldn't virtual reality, things like Float VR, Trip, Calm, Liminal, those sorts of things, also be used uh, for, and I guess any technology for meditation or healing or and actually enjoyment that would make essentially virtual company very personal and fulfilling. What are some things you would think on? Yeah, I guess expand on what I just said if you can.
Absolutely. Virtual reality can be a powerful tool for meditation, healing, and enjoyment. Apps like Float VR, Trip, Calm, and Liminal provide immersive environments that can help reduce stress, promote relaxation, and even offer guided experiences for mental wellness. These experiences can feel deeply personal and fulfilling, simulating a sense of presence and companionship. They can also be a great way to explore new calming techniques and stay connected with oneself, making virtual company feel more intimate and impactful.
What about in virtual reality? What about the idea of romantic travel? I mean, where would you recommend they go within 4K immersive 360 kinds of experiences? Can that just be done on YouTube, or is there an app? Let's go with YouTube. Let's see how you would recommend that they experience romantic travel together using uh, virtual reality.
YouTube offers a wealth of 4K immersive 360 experiences perfect for romantic virtual travel. You can explore places like Paris, virtual tours of the Eiffel Tower or charming Parisian streets; Venice, a gondola ride through the canals; Santorini, experience the stunning sunsets and whitewashed buildings. By using a VR headset, you can share these immersive experiences together, making it feel like you're traveling the world from the comfort of your home. It's a wonderful way to connect and enjoy a romantic getaway virtually.
These are great ideas. Thank you. I'll be back soon. Meanwhile, that was a 15-minute discussion and a little trick that we're using. It's not fair. One of the things we're doing is taking these live experiences. Hopefully, over time, we get more interaction. For that, I would need, of course, somebody. I guess I'd have to learn how to chat or something like that. But anyway, you'll be hearing a lot of this inside the Beat Saber headset. We're going to try to combine these sorts of discussions with themes. So the longer term product roadmap really is to get you more engaged, and so you realize that no buy can be fun. Get you more engaged so that you're moving in the headset or just watching it. Even if you're watching it stunningly, here's something: 9.7% of our views now are on TV. And I've been experimenting with that on my TV. And if for no other reason than sometimes when I want to hold these dogs of mine or my wife or whatever, it's just nice to sit there and watch something, and YouTube is fun. But I'm trying to address that because maybe again on Valentine's Day, without you sitting around a computer, part of the no buy experience could be, I guess, watching something like this and using me as the justification for not having spent money. I again offer that the best I can think of to do is that you put your name in there, and there used to be a show, Casey Kasem, believe it or not, he was the voice of Scooby-Doo cartoon. And he used to do these, happy birthday to Boomer out of Greensboro, North Carolina. That was out of deference to Mr. Beast. He's in Greensboro. And those sorts of things, so that you would have a loving thing. I'll try to get a red shirt. This is as close as I could come. And as I'm looking at this screen, it's a newer PC, but I think I look red. I'm healthy. Everything's good. I'm breathing. I'm alive. I feel good. So, but anyway, my intent would be, whether we do it as a live broadcast, and there have even, if I have to go on for hours, I will do that. It might take a lot more than a cup of coffee. But anyway, that's the gift I'm offering you under no buy. I will read out the name of your loved one. Please don't do any. I'm aware that I'm exposing myself to potential pranks. I'm aware of most of the names that you might try to get me to read, as we used to do for our teachers. I would never do that, of course, where we would make up names and they would be reading roll call, and they were embarrassing. So you can try that. It might be a neat contest, but somebody real. I'm not going to read a long message. It could be "I love you" or "I remember when we got engaged this day." Something short, like me. We'll call it the Boomer shout out. Okay, thank you. You'll be hearing some of these ideas in the headset. I'm going to work. I'm not sure how this is going to feel. If you've ever seen somebody playing Beat Saber, sometimes I shouldn't say people. Photo Crush looks great. Nacy looks great. There's others out there that do a great job of making the movement look performance. Enjoyable, engaging. Sadly, that's not me. When I look at it, I feel like I'm really just learning to use my arms, or maybe they're not even mine. Bachi. I guess I could have put him. Anyway, that's it. I doubt this piece, but we're going to do some loving. The next will be Beat Saber. I had a recommendation from PC for High Hopes. They do have a one-armed version. We're going to experiment maybe with Synth Rider or Pistol Whip. I'm thrilled to announce that forever, I don't know if you guys see these statistics, but BTS Mic Drop for like a year has been #1, and now some of these others are starting to move up. So anyway, next up, I'm going to experiment with trying to do. Oh, this is the kiss again. I'm going to try to experiment with the one-arm Beat Saber, and I'm going to do love songs or those that are themed that way. I hope you enjoy it. There's not a lot of Beat Saber that's romantic, so that won't be a backdrop, but I'm going to do more of these as well. So my little kiss here says, what do you say? Happy Valentine's Day. I think he's saying, feed me, Dad, but hey, that's just me imposing human traits, which we all do. Okay, signing off. Button here says, oh, I did figure out why the other thing didn't work. I guess what I did before is I used this for ChatGPT. I was thinking I used the computer, but I'm using this camera. So hopefully the quality of this is good. I did buy a 4K camera, but it's another home. And so we're still experimenting. Thank you for your patience.